really what you need to do is go based off of all, the totality of the evidence. What are the facts? What is the evidence showing you? What are the statements that are being made? Is there any additional research or investigation that you need to conduct as an adjuster to clarify some things? There may be some statements made that contradict what happened, but again, is it material? Is it possible that those statements may have changed because of emotions? Is there any indication that there is an intent to deceit here? And if so, what's the motive and why? And really, you just have to further explore that. Sometimes, you will find that there's enough information and evidence that you can gather in combination with the origin and cause findings that can determine, there's definitely an issue here. But also, you may find that, really there's no evidence to support that you can definitively say there is a concern here with any kind of nefarious act, or there's just not. Sometimes you gather the evidence and the information and you say, you know what, it's a mistake that happened. We got clarification and we can proceed with the claim as usual. So it's really going to just depend on what that information is and a number of different things that can happen.
Sure. And John, anything to add, with your vast fire experience, anything to add as far as the best way to continue an investigation to make sure you're getting an accurate origin and cause when maybe stories don't match up with what's being presented to you evidence-wise?
Yeah, absolutely. So even in those situations where you believe a witness statement to be untrue or to not add up to what you're seeing at the scene, it's very important to continue to collect all the information you can, right? We talked about the scientific method, and that includes just gathering everything and then determining how those pieces of evidence are relevant to the investigation. A great example might be if someone tells you that the fire, they discovered the fire at 1:30 p.m. and you get the fire report and it indicates that it was called in at 1:20 or 1:15. That's not a huge difference. I probably wouldn't bat an eye to that. However, if I speak with someone and they say, hey, I got a phone call while I was at work that there was a fire, but the neighbor tells me that they saw them walking out of their own home while there was smoke rolling out of the windows, right? Those are two very different, contrasting stories that may very well have a bearing on the investigation. So, again, we're going to ask the same question, maybe multiple different ways, just as a test to say to ourselves, okay, are they misremembering, or if I give them a little more information, will they start to recall the accurate events as they happen, right? Now, as an investigator, it's challenging to do that sometimes, because what you don't want to do is let the person you're interviewing know that the story isn't adding up to what you're seeing, and you don't want to hand them the information to let them change their story to match what you were finding, right? You have to there's a tact to it. It's not, you're not hiding anything. You're not deceiving the person you're interviewing. You're just asking questions and letting them answer in a way that helps you formulate the whole picture.